So I'm just recording this for posterity. I wanted to just put it down in history before I send this back. This is my Studio 1747 Dell laptop. It's actually the fourth Studio 1747 that I've had. The other three were replaced. One of them showed up dead on arrival. And the other three had various problems. One had a power problem. Two had freezing problems that literally just could not be fixed. And beyond having four replacements, I'm on now the fourth computer. It's an XPS. I had three motherboard replacements along the way. The story of this computer here is that things were going okay, and I noticed that there was a huge amount of heat on the pad. So I would be touching the pad, you know, sitting in an airport or whatever, didn't get my mouse out, I'd be touching the pad, it would be very, very hot. And I just called up, I got back from a trip, and I called them up and I said, the pad is very hot, can you suggest anything? And they said, well, let's flash the BIOS. And they did. We took control of the computer, flashed the BIOS, and the heat problem, I don't know, didn't seem to get any better, but later on that day when I came back to the computer, I noticed that it had blue screened. And I'm actually just booting it up right now just to show an example. And it had a blue screen with a very serious, grievous message about shutting down to prevent hardware. And so I called them back and I said, can we go back to the BIOS that I had on there before when I just had that heat problem? Because now my computer's, you know, crashing about every few minutes. Like that. Basically, it says that problem has been detected. Windows is shut down to prevent damage to your computer. So they said, no, you can't go back with this version of the BIOS. Once it's in, it's in. Can't go backwards. We'll have to replace your laptop. And so I'm now on my fourth laptop. This is the one I'm talking on now, recording this mostly for myself. And hopefully this one will have a much longer and more prosperous life than the three before it. Oh, this one, by the way, showed up with none of the USB ports working. The USB ports were dead as doornails and needed to have the motherboard fixed the day after it arrived. So, you know, when I talk to Dell people on the phone, I say, how is it that I got shipped something that was dead? Did nobody check any of the USB ports? Is there no procedure for making sure that the basics work? But as usual, it's not their fault. And I guess I'm just unlucky. Anyway, got my fingers crossed for this one.